Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. So we have just been running through the airport because we left in so much time and then we got a bit distracted taking photos in the airport and then realised we literally had 2 minutes until our gate shut. So we just legged it. They took our cases off us even though we like had them as like hand luggage, but they were like, oh no, we need to put them in a hold. All I have with me is my camera, my phone and my passport. But we're going to Berlin. Oh, Anthony, just in case anything happens. We're going to Berlin. I feel like it was a very random trip, but I didn't tell anyone that I was going to Berlin. We're just going for no reason. We don't know why we're going. Just a spontaneous trip because you can, why not? Had a couple of days of work off, so thought we'd go to Berlin basically. So we have landed in Berlin and we thought the airport would be a lot simpler than it actually is. So we're a little bit confused. We're just following the signs for the train because our hotel is like fairly near Grand Central. I'm gonna be honest, Tanisha booked the whole thing because Tanisha booked all the holidays because she's just good at it.
Yeah, normally I am, but I thought this might have backfired. I just
maybe a little bit.
Customs, didn't I?
Yeah, Tanisha literally just made it out of customs. No, that sounds really dodgy. That sounds really dodgy. It's not that dodgy. Like, it just wouldn't scan.
Wouldn't scan, and then Anna had already gone and my phone was on 8% and I was freaking out.
I was waiting for you the other side.
Yeah, she was waiting for us, so didn't I?
Wait, no, hang on. Wait, trains. So it can only be trains because they're coaches.
I don't think DB means trains, does it?
Well, it looks like the S is a train one, I reckon. Yeah. They do Uber here, Tanisha.
Yeah.
Look, there's a massive Uber sign. Well, if all else fails,
right, okay, yeah, maybe
we'll get an Uber. We're trying to be self-sufficient, but at the end of the day, it is very late right now. We don't really know where we are.
So I'm in the hotel by midnight, it's fine.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't actually know what the time is, but it is. Oh wait.
Oh, home it's only 8:30.
I'm so confused. Tanisha spoke to someone in a restaurant. Turns out we are going the right way. Well, yeah, she wrote it down to them. We are going the right way, but it turns out, like, even though when we Google map it in England, it's called Grand Central, it's actually not called that when we're in Germany. It's called something else. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, so basically the main station in Berlin, and it's 24 minutes on the train. So now we just need to try.
The train leaves in 24 minutes.
Oh, how long is it on the train?
Like 15 minutes, I think.
Oh right, the train leaves in 24 minutes. Oh, that's fine. We just need to figure out what train we actually need to get on. Welcome to travelling with Anastasia and Tanisha. Imagine us trying to get to Australia.
I mean, we got ourselves around the half side of America.
True.
Do I find this though? Like, me navigating myself around England is honestly a chore. Like, I hate it. But since I come out of England, it's fine.
Well, it's weird because Tanisha never used to get on a train.
No.
But like, she literally would not get on a train, but then she was like, oh, I'm going to go to America for the summer. Do you want to meet me? And then let's go Bahamas. I was like, sorry.
I can get on a train now.
Well, good job, because we're about to get on a train, innit?
Yeah, why not?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to part 2 of this vlog. So we have woken up. It is 20 to 12 right now, and we are about to leave. So I just thought I'd show you my outfit. So I've got on this black top from Pretty Little Thing, but there's like all writing down the back. Bomber jacket from Pretty Little Thing. Jeans are from Topshop. Nike Air Force. Usual bag. Put hair in a low bun because I feel like it's going to be windy, so I thought this is kind of like my travel hair. I feel like I have my hair like this all the time. Then I've got on this little A necklace that's from La Rue Jewelry on Instagram. Tanisha's over here as well. We just took some pictures. I'm about to leave. First stop of the day, the Brandenburg Gate, and we also just saw the hotel where Michael Jackson dangled his baby out of, because I've done a walking tour of Berlin a couple of years ago, so I kind of remember everything, but I remember them telling us about that hotel. So we just come into the Mall of Berlin, and there is a slide that takes you from the top floor to the bottom floor, and we're just debating, do we go on it? Because we're watching people come down. Some people are coming really slow, and then some people are coming really fast.
I don't think the camera is actually really steep.
No, it's very steep. Like, it doesn't really look it, but it is really steep. But how sick is that? Hello. Hello. Are you climbing up the slide?
Nope.
How can I hear him? I'm so confused.
Oh no, it's my bun touches the top.
You're gonna have to put your head down.
Right, okay, you ready? I'm gonna push it.
No, I can't move. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Shit, as soon as we go, we're going.
Let's go.
I'm off. Oh my god, it's a bit.
Oh my god, keeps hitting the top. I can feel it. Oh my god, that was sick.
Hello.
I can't get out. Tanisha, I can't get out.
Look at Tanisha in her gym stuff.
No, I thought I'm going to wear my jumper down because I feel really like awkward just going down in my sports bra.
She's done her hair up, she's all ready to
These
go.
are my headphones.
Ready for a workout. I'm going to put my headphones in to take a room key.
My practice shoes.
I was just about to say, why have you got so many prep tissues overflowing?
My nose runs a lot and it's cold. And I always get cold, so I have scarf, hats,
shoes. Come very prepared. You've got a Mary Poppins bag here.
Headphones!
Hands up if you're excited to go for food.
Hands up if you're excited to go to the bar.
I'm excited for both, to be fair. I'm still in the same outfit. Just in case you guys wondered, we're going to go and get some food. We're going to go to the train station because there's a massive food court in there. Then we're going to go to the rooftop bar. Good morning, everyone. It is day 2, kind of 3 of our trip. We have gotten up a lot earlier today and we are just walking to the train station to go and get some breakfast because we didn't book breakfast in our hotel. I thought we did.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought we did.
I really thought we booked breakfast, but
when the woman, when we got to the desk and we said we did it, I was really...
Yeah, she was like,
I feel like I've checked the booking.
Check the booking, because I swear that we did book breakfast, but we're walking to the train station to go and get some breakfast, and then we're actually heading to the German Spy Museum today, which obviously you guys probably know I'm literally like so hyped for. It's my favourite thing, going to learn about spies. We've done the one in Washington, now we're doing the one in Berlin, and this is like one about the secret police as well, so I'm very excited. Don't know if I can film in it, because I wasn't allowed to film in the Washington one, but if I can, then I will. Okay, without tooting our own horns, we're pretty damn good at getting our way around places. No.
Who's GPSing?
Because you've got
Who's cheap mapping?
Oh, bullshit. You've got the map, but yesterday...
Who's telling us which train to get on? Who's telling us when to get off?
Who got us home yesterday? That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. One station.
That's what I thought. No, you were going, Anna, get off, it's the wrong train. Pulled up at the right station. I was like, I told you where we're going.
But did you know that was the right station?
Yeah, I did.
No, you flipped that.
Coming around the corner. There you go. Can you see it? Oh, it's written in German on the outside, but the Espionage Museum. Right, I'm just scanning my ticket. Did it work? Oh, I'm confused. That's crazy. It says one spy in the right place. It's worth 20,000 men in the fields. Oh, by the way, I can film in here. So you guys can actually share this experience this time. Look at the stairs. Yeah, they're algorithms.
Laser game. That's where the laser game is. That
Laser game, stock floor.
Mate, I'm going to beat you.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm the spy. We just found the hidden message that says, you are a master spy. Tanisha and I found this very interesting little map where you can basically find out like where all the intelligence agencies are. So we found the 5 British intelligence agencies in Berlin. And we've just been looking at, where is it, the kidnapping of agents. And there was one 13 minutes from where we're staying. Spy swaps.
Oh, and you can look at monitored hotels and archives.
Oh yeah, where was that? Conspiratorial places, yeah, monitored hotels. One is fairly near us, right?
We're staying like there, so there's not one. Yeah.
It's like pretty close.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
3, 2, 1, go.
So this spy museum is officially the coolest thing I've ever done. I would have already put in a clip of us like running through the lasers, and now we're in this little like scientific lab and we're going to write some stuff with invisible ink. This is write a word in a right hand field using the blue brush. The secret ink consists of gallic acid and water. Take the red brush and wipe over the message. Oh my god.
It worked well.
Yeah, look.
Really? What one do you use to wipe over the red one?
Yeah. Guys, it worked. How cool is this? I want to do another one because this is so sick. Hello everyone, it is a lot later now. It's actually about 12:30 right now. Tanisha and I just got back from the hotel bar. There is a really nice bar in this hotel. We've been there for the past 2 nights and it was very nice. But I have a little story time to tell you guys, because earlier we went shopping. So we went to the Spy Museum, which you would have seen. It was amazing. Then we went to a place called Alexanderplatz, I think it was called, and it was a big shopping centre, and there was a Sephora. I went into Sephora, I bought myself my favourite lipstick from Too Faced, which is Child Star. I wear it all the time, it's what I'm always wearing. And I also bought a Tarte Shape Tape because you can only get it in Sephora unless you want to pay shipping fees. So I spent about, I think it comes to about 50 euros in total. Went to the toilet in this like big shopping centre and I left my shopping bag. So I put my shopping bag on the back of the door.
First we had to pay to pee.
First we had to pay to go to the toilet, which I don't even want to get into, but I don't agree with paying to pee. I just don't agree with that. So we had to pay to pee, and I left my shopping bag on the back of the toilet door, and it was probably about 10 minutes after that I realised I'd left it, and I was like, oh my god, my Sephora bag's on the back of the door, because the hook was really high up. So we were like, right, let's go back. So he went back to the toilet, bearing in mind it was about 10 minutes after, and I was like trying to explain to the woman that I'd left my shopping bag in there. So finally I got in, and I went into the toilet cubicle, and I saw the bag. I was like, oh my god, it's still there, like as if. No, little did I know, someone had took the makeup and left the shopping bag on the back of the door. I didn't even know what to think. I just walked out. I was like, this is literally just my luck. I was like, I know it's my fault for leaving it, but the fact that someone took the makeup out of it and then left the shopping bag and the receipt on the back of the door, just like a little teaser.
Personally, I found it quite funny.
It's quite humorous now, but it's just like a little teaser, isn't it? Like, see, I'm
like
here, but
cheeky,
like,
just take the bag.
Yeah, like it was just very like,
just take the bag.
It was just not what I wanted, because I was very excited about the lipstick and the concealer. But anyway, that was my little story time. We're now back from the bar. I'm going to get in the shower. And we've also just ordered food again, because we ate dinner. We kind of messed up, because we had like a late lunch, early dinner. So we knew we'd be hungry around this time. We literally said it, didn't we? We were like, we are going to be hungry.
We left the restaurant at like 6 2, but we finished.
No, we left the restaurant at 5:20.
No, we didn't.
We did, because I remember looking at my phone, it said 17:17.
I thought we finished eating around 5, but then we stayed for a drink afterwards. We didn't eat till like 6.
No, it wasn't as late as 6. Honestly, it wasn't. Because we were taking ages in the train station. Because
we went for like 6:45.
Do you know how long it took us to find the U55?
We never found it.
Well, we never found it. We were literally looking for a tube line.
We got on like 3 tubes just
long.
Just because we couldn't find one, so we had to read our ourselves and get on 3 different ones.
We were doing so well as well, literally until like we couldn't find the U55. It just took us so long. To be fair,
it wasn't signposted because it was like a new line that had just been built.
So we kind of messed up a bit. We had like a really early dinner, and we had a big dinner, but I snack and I always get really peckish. So I was like, I've just done myself over there really, because I know I'm going to be hungry at like 11, half 11. So I've held out. It's nearly 1 o'clock and we've just ordered food. I just ordered a pasta spaghetti bolognese type thing, and then there was an option for a salad, and it was literally tomato and onion salad. Like, I will show you guys what it is, but my 2 favourite things. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe. So I got one of those, and then Tanisha got
a burger.
And that's pretty much it. Just like to tell you guys, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tipsy. I just feel like I literally am the biggest lightweight in the world. It's a joke, which is great for a cheap night out because it means I don't have to spend a lot of money. But I literally had like half of a vodka lemonade, and I was sat there like, does your head hurt? Because my head hurts a little bit. That's why I was like, oh my god, I need to order food now. So I'm going to.
The Germans gonna be like that drink that I had at dinner.
Oh my god, Tanisha ordered a cocktail at dinner because, so basically in the bar last night we ordered cocktails, and it was so strong.
But it was nice.
I mean, I didn't really like the taste of it. Like, Tanisha absolutely loved it, but it tasted like cough medicine, but like it was so ridiculously strong. I'd never tasted a drink like it. And then Tanisha's cocktail came today. She was like, oh, go on, Anna, order one. I was like, Tanisha, I can't.
Like, I want a Coke.
Like, I was like, I want a Coke. I literally couldn't physically do it because of how strong last night's one was. And Tanisha ordered it. Oh my god, I've never tasted anything as strong as that in my life.
Neither would I. It was something else.
It was something else. Like, you drank one sip and you were like, whoa, like taken back from it. It was that strong. So tonight,
which in a cocktail you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, you just wouldn't expect it in a cocktail. So tonight when we were sat at the bar, first of all I just ordered a Coke and Steve ordered an orange juice, and then I was like, you know, like those movies where like 2 girls are sat at a bar in like New York and then they like get drunk and cry. I was like, that's gonna be me. Like, I don't need to cry, but I was like, that's gonna be me.
I tried to get Anna to get tequilas, and she was like, I don't want to do shots.
She was like, oh my gosh,
let's do tequilas.
You went, I have one tequila, it'll put you to sleep. I went, well no, because I need to do emails when I get back. And she went, oh, I have two then. I went, well no, because then I'm going to be drunk. So I was like, let's just skip the, I nearly said concealer, let's just skip the tequila. And then like half an hour later I was like, do you want a vodka lemonade? And then we sat and then we have vodka lemonades. Now I feel like I'm baffling. I don't really know what I'm saying, to be honest.
Baffling? You're not baffling, you're waffling, you mean.
Sorry.
This is what I mean. She's the biggest lightweight in my life.
That's what I meant.
Anna out is the funniest thing ever. Like, one drink, maybe a push 2, like that's actually pushing it, and you're like picking it up off the floor. Like, no
that's
exaggeration.
Dramatic. That's
not even dramatic. That's what you were dramatic.
I don't think I've ever like fell over, fully like gone.
When we went out on that spontaneous night out where we live.
Yeah.
It was just me and you. So yeah, because it was so last minute. So it was just me and you. Like none of our other friends come. And then we met these other people when we was out. And that's the first night where I'd like, obviously I've known you for years, but I said that's the first night where I felt like, oh my god, like who is this person? Like in a good way.
It's because, so we met a group of viewers, we actually met a group of you guys out.
Yeah.
And we spent the night, like all as a big group, and we just kept buying each other shots. I don't know where it come from, but we were like, do you want shots? Like, yeah, let's do shots. And we kept buying rounds. And the next thing you know, your mum's come to pick us up at like 4:30. Then your mum picked us up. Then your mum took us into another club.
Yeah, because my mum was also out in the same town.
Your mum was also out in the same town, so we all like grouped together. She went, oh, we're not done yet, let's go out again. And bearing in mind, I was literally like, I'd never seen myself like that. I just don't know, like, I'd never
seen like that. Like, not in a bad way. You weren't
not
bad.
In a bad, like, I wasn't bad, but like, I was
really
just so, like, come out my shell. I was so happy, like, I just couldn't stop talking. I know, it's very strange. And then we got to McDonald's so late that it was breakfast. And it wasn't like,
and we got bacon rolls.
We got bacon rolls, and then there's a video
ages ago,
so long ago. There's a video of me on my phone, and I dropped the bacon roll. Do you remember? Because it was the day before Mother's Day, because I fell asleep on the kitchen floor. Oh my god, my mum was fuming with me.
Another time would be in the Bahamas, probably.
See, I feel like
that's when you had one too many again. I feel like when we're out, we don't drink that. Yeah, we're in the casino, in that olive restaurant. I feel like when we're out, like we don't drink that much because we try to be responsible. Like, you know, like you got to know your surroundings, like blah blah. Like you have to.
Yeah,
be
we always
honest.
Drink sensibly. To be fair,
yeah.
I never drink too much unless, like, if I know.
Always know like what you're doing.
Yeah, I always know what I'm doing. There's never been a time where I'm like, I literally don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. That night when we went out in our hometown.
I feel like though, because you knew you was.
But because I knew your mum was picking us up, I knew I was gonna be fine. But I just remember that it was morning by the time we got back. It was Mother's Day, and I had this extravagant Mother's Day planned for my mum, and I just fell asleep on the kitchen floor with my bacon roll dropped out my hand. And then Mum come downstairs, and she just had to take me to bed really. But I still managed to get up really early that morning. Do you remember the video I sent into the group chat?
Yeah, and you're like, my mum is. You're literally like double chins to the max, and you're like, I feel like I'm trying. Like my mum is so mad with me. You're like, she's on the ground to swallow me up.
All the boys were like, what the hell did you do last night? And I was like, I don't know.
Well, you should have come out with us when you were invited.
Literally, I was like, well, you guys weren't there, so. Do you remember that night as well? Actually, I don't know if you were there. I went on a night. No, you were there. It was after your birthday. No, was it? Oh, I don't know where it was. I went out and I remember just me and all the boys being in my kitchen a ridiculous time in the morning.
That was when I met you guys out later on, because I went out with my work friends.
You didn't come back, did you? You didn't come back to mine, did you?
No.
Oh my god, so we went to McDonald's. I don't understand how I ended up at McDonald's, because McDonald's is pretty far from my house.
Because the boys didn't know your address and they was trying to book a taxi, so they just put in to McDonald's.
To McDonald's.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think that's what Anissa told me. Anissa was with you as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yes, she was. It was Anissa. Yeah, Anissa, Devon, Doyle. Yeah, and Joel was there as well, I think. We were all just in my house eating McDonald's at like 3 AM. And I don't know how it happened. Well, actually, I bought myself McDonald's and everyone decided to eat it. That's what happened. I
stayed out with Lo and Tyler. They were all lightweights and they went home.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, no, guys, I need to go home now.
Yeah, Adam would go home and me and my other friend stayed out.
I'm always like, oh, I don't go out that much. But maybe actually, no, I don't go out that much.
No, like normal.
I go out like once a month.
I think it's normal.
Yeah, I think it's a good amount of times we go out, actually. Your birthday was an interesting night.
Let's just leave it there.
My birthday was an interesting
Your birthday was good, both of them.
Both of our birthdays were good, actually.
So when you turn picture though.
Should we see where the takeaway is?
I don't know if anybody can see the picture, but it's a really nice picture.
It says it's still 44 minutes away. It did.
No, it's not, because the last one, what did that say?
Oh yeah, true actually. It said 28 minutes away and they literally knocked on our door. Oh, my Wi-Fi's gone off as well, so it might be a bit quicker than that.
Guys, who remembers all the vlogs that Anastasia's been saying she's joining the gym?
Well, the thing is, Tanisha, you know when you're a busy bee like me and I've just got work coming out my ears and I'm still replying to emails at 2 AM in the morning, then I'll...
Yeah, but gym gives you motivation.
Like, obviously I know I'm going to go with you, but it's a confidence boost of actually going into the gym.
Yeah, so to be fair, that was me when I first started. Because we both said we were going to join, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I waited for Anna for about 2 weeks, and then
I
was like,
got so busy, and
I was like, I'm gonna have to go by myself because I was like, I need to start training. So.
But you also didn't have to do an induction because you're on a family pass, whereas I'm gonna have to do an induction, which actually just gives me shivers down my spine.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just embarrassing.
What are you gonna want to use?
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know.
Like all the way, like to be honest with you, there's like the gym that I go to. It's like, well, the gym that I would go to. It's like kind of like split into half.
I feel like I definitely need to.
Sometimes they make me feel a bit uncomfortable, but once I'm getting to know, really good.
Once I've learned to like not like let other people affect how I'm performing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I've worded that wrong.
I do get what you mean. See, I'm actually well smart.
Well smart. You used to be really negative.
No, I did. I know I did.
Really
I think since going to America,
I'd say something, but you go, but,
yeah,
and then you give me a negative, and I was like, we don't want the negatives, we need the positives. But yeah, since coming back from America, you've been really different.
I think because when I was in America, I was on such a cloud nine, and I was like, I want to feel like this all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We were just like, you know what, whilst we can, while we're young, we can afford to travel, why wouldn't we? Like, no offense, but I'm single as hell. I have nothing to, like, keep
like tie me down.
Like, I can work really where I'm from, and I'm really good on top of my work anyway.
You're really motivated. Like,
yeah, I'm really motivated to go like do stuff.
Yeah, like since, like I said, I haven't known you for years, but like since I think spending that chunk of time in America with you, like it made me realise like how intense your work actually is. And now, like, obviously there's always this preconception of like YouTubers and influencers, but like it's actually like a lot of work.
Me and Steve were actually having this conversation earlier when we were like at the bar, and I was saying like if YouTube was as easy as everybody thought it was, then why isn't everyone millionaires and why isn't everyone doing it?
Like it's constant. It's like dedication and commitment.
It's a lot of dedication. It's a very on the edge topic. I can't think of the specific word, but like people have opinionated. People are very opinionated about it. But if you have a true passion for it, like I genuinely have a passion for YouTube, then it's never really seen as hard work. It's like because you're enjoying it, but it's a lot. Like with the whole ad aspect and brand aspect, it's a lot, and like people don't realise it's not just as straightforward as it may seem. Like people are like, oh, you've uploaded a 20-minute vlog, that's just 20 minutes in your day. I'm like, no, but it's not though. It's
like, for example, like when like we've been away and you've had like main channel videos go up, well, you've got to like obviously like promote that video, then you've got to reply to comments, and it's small things that people don't think about.
It's small, obviously when you're doing ads and like all things like that, you get sent a brief, but then you have to cooperate with the brand and like talk to the brand on how, well, this isn't going to fit with my channel, this is what fits with my channel. And I do a lot of that because I'm really fortunate in the fact that I get a lot of brands want to work with me, which I'm so lucky about. But sometimes, and it's happened quite a lot, I'm sent a brief and I'm like, well, that's not going to fit with my channel, I'm not doing it, I want to do this, and I'll put my idea forward. So a lot of the time, like when I'm doing,
and they're quite brutally honest if they don't like your idea.
Yeah, they're very brutally honest with it, and it's a lot of back and forth, and it's a lot of like, it's not just straightforward, it's a lot of work. And I know I do a lot of ads, and I'm not even going to lie about it, there's going to be more on my vlog channel. Like I've got like 2 or 3 vlog channel ads coming up. One's with McDonald's, which obviously is like the best ad I ever could have got. I've got one with like Desenio. I've got a couple with like, I don't know, I've just got lots of different ads coming up, but it's stuff that I genuinely use. So I'm like, well, if they want to work with me, why wouldn't I? And I know a lot of people have like this joke about it, and people have given me this name Anastasia, which is just so nice. But like,
I've not heard that one yet.
Somebody commented it on my video, and I keep seeing loads of people call me it. But I was like, you know what?
Turn to a hashtag, let's rep it.
I'd actually own it. Like I'd fully make merch with that on, just because I'm like, well, you know what? I'm enjoying my life, and I wouldn't do an ad that I'm not genuine about. Like I can't even tell you guys the amount of ads I've turned down, the amount of people and the amount of money they've offered me, and I'm like, but that's just going to ruin people's trust. Like people, like if I promoted that, people are going to think, well, that's clearly not. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's just ironic because like the bottom line is like, yeah, you do YouTube and everything else, but as well as like you are an influencer, like you're gonna do ads, like you're gonna promote things. That's a part of your job.
That's part of my job.
For people to like make comments about that, well then why do you watch her? Like why do you follow it when you know she's gonna do
like
that?
Like that's why I'm trying to do more vlogs as well, and that's why I vlogged this trip and I didn't do it on my main channel. I wanted to do it on my vlog channel because I wanted to make it more like old style and not like so edited and stuff. But like that's what people need to understand. Like it costs money to make videos. Like it costs a lot of money and a lot of effort, and it's just a lot of things go into it to not stay current, but it's a lot, and you have to do ads. It's my job. Like, but then I know sometimes it looks like I'm doing ad after ad after ad, but it's not like that. I'm not like saying yes to 4 or 5 ads a day. Like, it's just how they're like spaced out. Like, I can actually, like, I haven't made an official announcement, but like, I'm working with Boots, and I got like a year partnership with Boots, which I'm so grateful for, because when I got asked to do that, I literally couldn't believe. And like, I've got quite a lot of work coming up with Boots, and like, I'd rather be really open about it, like, yeah, I'm doing work with them, than like be sly about it and hide it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's a deep topic.
I feel like it's season as well, because when it comes around to this time of year, like, so many people just think, oh, like Anastasia.
Like, yeah, like Black Friday, Christmas, it's just like great for brands.
But then
to
on the
work
same
with
hand,
YouTubers.
like, you guys are obviously watching these videos to listen to what like she likes, so you're gonna like potentially go out and buy things that she recommends. So like, if she can give you a leg up and like start recommending things, then why not? Like, why would you want to go out and waste your money?
Yeah.
And like,
and I'd never promote something that I wouldn't truly use, or I haven't been using. Like, I'm currently doing ads with Too Faced, the Better Than Sex mascara, which is literally mascara I've used since I was like 16. Like, even earlier than that, actually. It was one of the first mascaras that I got. So when they come through and said, oh, we'd love to do some work with you for this, I was like, oh my god, like, that's amazing, because it's what I use anyway. So it's like the Rimmel foundation I did, use it anyway. So it's just like, people are like, oh my god, it's another ad, but I'm like, well, no, it's what I'm using. But because I'm not like a true beauty guru who tags their everyday makeup in all their photos, people wouldn't know. I don't know, I speak to Tanisha a lot about it, actually. It's quite a deep topic. Yeah,
I feel like sometimes I can just be a bit too opinionated. I think because I'm obviously like, you're from out of the industry.
Yeah.
So like, I get really opinionated about stuff like this.
Yeah, Tanisha gets very opinionated about it, but I like that though. I'd rather you be opinionated about it and say what you actually think.
I think because I can look at it from both sides, because like, if Anastasia says something to me, she'll be like, people saying this, and I'll be like, okay, but let's flip it around, like, well, why are they saying this? But on the same hand, if people are unnecessarily being nasty to her, then at the end
we always look at both sides of things.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think there's been plenty of times where you've actually like understood where some people are coming from.
Oh, 100%. Like, the amount of times, I'm not even kidding, I've said to my management, I can't do this ad, I can't do this ad, because
it's true.
It's like, Tanisha has actually witnessed me type messages out on my phone, like, stressing out.
I'm like, why are you turning that down for?
Yeah, Tanisha's like, why turn that? I'm like, I can't do it. Like, she's literally witnessed it, I think 3 times this trip, and me literally staring at my phone, like, not going into like breakdown mode, but going into like, I can't do this ad, like trying to rearrange things, because I've tried to plan all my Christmas videos, and like, I don't want, I don't know, it's just a long story, it's a lot, like, it is a lot, and I feel like people don't talk about it enough.
No, definitely not. Like,
but you're on, witnessed it
at the minute, you're on like, what's the word, like, you're on like a pleasure trip. Like, this is not a work trip.
Yeah, this isn't a work trip.
Like,
this is
for example, I've taken the week off work.
Camera cut off. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, like, for example, like, I've taken like a week off work and come on this trip. Like, that's my work. Like, left at home. That's everything. Like, my life in England. Like, left in England.
Yeah.
Whereas with Anna, obviously, like, her work is on her phone. Like, it's on her camera. It's on her laptop. So it comes everywhere with her.
The amount of times we've said today, I'm so really sorry. I've just got to do this email. Really sorry. Like, can you help me with this? Can you help me think of this?
Yeah.
Like, I literally sat there. I was like, you go to gym. I'm going to reply to this email and I'm going to do this.
Like, we've been waiting for tubes to come, and she'll be like replying back to emails.
Yeah, like trying to work.
Or we'll be like brainstorming to like get something sent back like as soon as we can and stuff like that. And it's, I felt the only time today you've 100% switched off was when we was in the Spy Museum. And even that was like a few hours.
And that was like, I was stressing because they needed something from me, and I was like, I'm going to have to just ignore. I was like, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to just ignore you for 2 hours because I actually need to like still be a human being as well. And I think that's a big part of it, like still learning to live your life without living it through a camera lens. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like, it's not just on like your videos and your like Instagram and that, but like a lot of comments that I see on like a lot of influencers accounts is that they say, oh, you're living your life through a lens, you're living your life through a lens.
Yeah, and I think sometimes it's very easy to forget to live in the moment.
But then it's really important to also remember that, again, it's 20 minutes of their life. Like, a vlog isn't their life.
Yeah, of like, once the camera's off, you're not witnessing like the other 11 hours of my day. And yeah, I feel like we've covered a lot of topics in here. I've actually forgot what we're talking about. I'm a little bit like...
Yeah, I don't really know where we've gone with this.
No, neither.
I think the point we've been trying to get across is that there's so much more goes into them what anybody thinks. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I've known you for what, 7
we're in 8th year.
7 years, no, 8 years. This will be 8 years.
8 years.
Okay, been over Anastasia for 8 years, the whole time she's done YouTube, and I would say, Hannah, I've only 100% realised how much work goes into it when we went to America. Because I think that's when I spent like a chunk of time with you, and I was like
with each other
living
like over 2
with
weeks.
you, yeah. So like that's when I realised how much goes into it and how much hard work it is. So I understand it's difficult for you guys to see that, because obviously like, I've known it for so long and I've never understood it till recently.
It's really hard for people to see.
But honestly, take it from a normal person. Like, just give them a break sometimes, because so much is going on behind the scenes that you don't even know. Like, my brain could not comprehend it. 100% it couldn't.
It's a lot, and you know, I completely understand as well why people think, oh my god, that's so easy, and they see you get sent free stuff and they're like, oh my god, like, people are like, all you do is get sent free stuff, film 20 minutes of your day, that's it, like the other time is a breeze. And I'm like, no. I think I made a joke to you yesterday. I was like, I earn money and I don't have time to spend it.
Yeah, no, you did.
Like, I literally said to Tanisha, I was saying, like, I earn really good money for my age and I'm so lucky, but I don't have time to spend it.
There's no lie about that, because, like, everybody knows influencers, YouTubers get paid. Like, it's a job. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows there's money in YouTube. Like, I'd never, like, completely say how much, but everyone knows there's money in YouTube. Like, obviously there is. Like, brands pay really well, and, like, the more engagement you get, it just goes up and up and up. And I've actually thought in a couple of years, when like I'm in a more, because I'm in a really like steady financial position now, but when I'm more advanced in it, so with like my business and like finances and housing and stuff, I'm definitely going to do a video. I'm going to fully explain what I've done with all my money, because like the thing is, people, like, if someone my age, like another person my age, got given a load of money, I'm sure there's some people who would literally go to a shop and spend it all in one go.
Yeah.
But I've been very money smart, I want to call it, and like people probably think, oh my god, she spends so much money. I don't. I spend most money on food. Yeah. That is actually what I spend most of my money on, because like I'm working from the house all day, so I just order food.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And I treat myself to the odd nice thing. Like, I'm very open about the fact I've got a couple of designer bags and I bought myself a really nice ring, but that's literally about it.
But on the same hand, like, it's what you've always said to me, like, you'll never buy for the hell of it. Like,
oh yeah, I never buy for the hell of it.
You'll buy for a reason. Like, for example, when you got your boots deal, to you that was a big achievement.
Yeah, when I got my boots deal, like, what did I buy myself my boots deal?
Is it your ring?
Yeah, like around the time I got my boots deal, because I literally couldn't believe, bought myself this ring, and then like when I hit 1 million subscribers, and there was another reason as well I bought the bag. I can't remember what it was, but I bought myself a Chanel bag, because that's like, I know people are all materialistic, but that's my, because I always wanted that. So like the fact that I could buy that, I was like literally so overwhelmed. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy myself that.
You're not one of those people that would just like go down to the shops and just buy something.
Yeah, I'd never just.
You'd be like, I've achieved this. So
I can't just walk into Selfridges and be like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. Like, I'll only buy something once I've achieved a goal that I want to get. Like, for 1 million subscribers, I've always said for like years, I always wanted to get myself a Cartier bracelet, and I still haven't done it. I'm still like, I know I still can't do it. And I was talking to my mum about it, and Byron actually, and they were just like, Annie, just do it. Like, you work so hard. Like, I'm thinking, do I just do it? But even then, I'm like, oh no, I can't. I don't know.
But I feel like it's a good enough reason.
I mean, I never thought I'd have 1 million subscribers in a million years.
No.
So, I never thought I'd have it. But there was a point I was going to make as well, and I can't remember what point I was going to make now. It was about the whole money side of YouTube, but I can't remember what it was.
Was it about the fact that you don't have time to spend the money?
Maybe it was that, I can't remember. But I don't think that's a bad thing though, because not that I would go and recklessly spend my money anyway, but like, I think it's just better that way, because it's there for if my future fails.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it's true.
Very true.
Like, for your age, like, you've achieved so much in life, so...
Which is weird though. Sometimes you just kind of have to like sit back and
like... I just forget that you're 19, and I'm like, why am I forgetting that you're 19? Because I'm going to be 19.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm like... I still remember being 12, and now I'm like 19.
I don't know.
And we're like in Berlin by ourselves.
I think what really, really hit me, like, out of our whole America trip, when I spent 3 months in America in total, and then you spent a few weeks with me, didn't you, travelling?
Yeah.
So me and Anna was getting off a boat in Bahamas to go into this private island, and the man like helped us off, like, you know how they do, and he said to us, "Where are your parents?"
Oh yeah.
And we said, "In England, like, we're travelling." And the shock on his face.
Yeah, and he was like, how old are you?
Yeah, he asked us how old you were. So first said, how old are you? We said 18. And then he said, where are your parents? And the shock on his... And I think then, I remember walking up the stairs, and being like, oh my god, like I'm 18, like how am I
Yeah.
in the Caribbean, like
We were
with my best friend, like that's it.
It's not the Caribbean.
Is Bahamas not Caribbean?
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, Bahamas is in the
I'm gonna
Caribbean.
Google it, I promise you it's not.
Are you sure?
If it is, I'll take it back.
I feel like Bahamas is in the Caribbean.
Is
Give us a
Bahamas
second.
in the Caribbean?
It is.
Is it?
County of the
Oh my God, you're
Caribbean, right. Okay, there we go.
Oh
Now
my
I've
God, you're
established
right.
that.
Oh, I take it back. I dropped out of school. Sorry.
Drop out, that's what happens. Meanwhile, I did my A-levels. No, I'm joking. But no, that's when it really hit me and I was like, fuck. Like,
yeah, I know. I feel like it hit me that trip actually, because I've been a lot of places, like, travelled alone, but when
but
we
I
were
think,
in, like,
obviously no disrespect, but like all the places you've been to have been work related.
yeah, apart from, like, LA. But even then, still kind of, like, I've never been, like, the fact that we were going from one place to another to another to another in the space of a couple of days as well,
Yeah.
it was proper, like, travelling.
Yeah, we was only in each place for like 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, 3 days max.
Yeah.
2 nights, 3 days. We were in Miami for the longest, and then after that, it was literally just like 2 nights, 3 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when we were in the Bahamas, that kind of did hit me because that was very different, very culturally different.
Very cultured place.
Very cultured place. That was a lot like Bali when I went actually.
It had like really built up areas and then
Really
run
run
down
down
areas. And the culture was incredible. Like the people we met as well. Like
oh my god, we met some incredible
I
people.
would hands down say they're the nicest like group of people that I've
The guy we met at the bar in our hotel, the one who wanted to be a rapper and moved to England.
Yes.
And he was like, who do you guys listen to in England that's like grime? I was like, Stormzy. He was like, yeah, I've heard of Stormzy.
Yeah,
Like
they
him.
just all have so much like about them, and I feel like
Yeah.
in like tourist
so
countries,
nice.
some people are really like funny because they like obviously know they're a tourist
Yeah.
spot, and they just get really funny towards tourists.
Yeah.
Which I kind of felt a little bit in Miami. I'm not gonna lie.
I felt that a little bit in Miami, but definitely not in the Bahamas.
But whereas we went to the
Even
Bahamas,
the
it was
taxi
like
driver.
being like in a that sounds so cringe, but it was like being like in their like community, like in their family.
Yeah, no, it was.
And it's like they must come across so many tourists, but they didn't like resent you for it.
Not at all. Like the taxi driver was so he was like, so he picked us up from the airport, and it was just like an airport taxi, wasn't it? Like we literally got to the
I
airport.
think when we got off, I'm not gonna lie, we did pick the bougiest taxi just because we was a little bit
well, we
shocked,
didn't pick it
wasn't
though, did we? She was like, do you guys need a taxi? And we were like, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then she pulled him, and then she picked us a bougie taxi.
It was a really bougie taxi.
It was like an SUV type taxi. It was a
it was
mad
like
taxi.
black cat windows, like black
and a
car,
TV
like,
coming down, he put a movie on, we had music on, and like he was like, I'm gonna pick you girls up and drive you around the whole time you're in the Bahamas.
Anybody
so
goes to
lovely.
Bahamas would recommend what they call
Sandy
Sandy Toes Beach. They're obviously like just their own company.
Yeah.
And they take you out to this private island and give you like a really nice like day.
Because Tanisha was really scared of going snorkeling.
It was my idea to go snorkeling.
It was Tanisha's idea to go snorkeling.
and
We get
Anna
there.
did not want to go.
I was like, no, can't go snorkeling. I'm terrified. Got there.
No, she didn't want to go because of my makeup.
Oh no, I wanted to get a picture first, and then I wanted to go in the sea. I was like, no, I can't go snorkeling. Got there, I was like, oh, that's kind of fun actually. I want to do that. You walk into the sea. Not doing it, Anna. Not doing it. Getting out of the sea. Getting out of the sea. And I was like, Tanisha, you're in the Bahamas. We're going snorkeling. We're on a private island in the Bahamas.
On that reef, on top of that reef as well, wasn't
On top of like a coral reef. I was like, we're going
That's a
snorkeling,
cool
babe. So
I was having none of it.
the guy was so lovely, and he literally held Tanisha's hand all the way to the reef.
Yeah, bear in mind, anybody who knows me knows that I am the most stubborn person ever. Like, I
Yeah,
was
you are.
not having it.
You're so
I was
stubborn.
stood there and I was like, Anna, I was like, I'm not gonna, I was like a toddler. I was like, I'm not
I was
moving.
dragging Tanisha, and I wasn't being mean and dragging
No,
her. Like,
she
let's
was
just clarify. No, but let's just clarify that. Like,
No.
you wouldn't have done it
I
if
was
you didn't
in
want
the
to do
water,
it.
like
You were
it
in the
wasn't like
water.
hanging or anything. But no, I remember I had Anna on my left side, and the man was on my right side, and they were both just like edging me along.
And then he got us this starfish, and we were holding a starfish. Then he invited us for drinks, and it was just
They're just such lovely people.
like such lovely people. And yeah,
really
and
community based.
very community based. And back to the point we're making, I feel like that's where we realised.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what I realised. And then I think like I
We were
reflected
like-
back on the fact that like, oh my god, because that was in our last week of being in America. We went to Bahamas.
Yes.
No,
It wasn't. That was the second place. we
Okay,
went
so it was
to.
like we had sort of like a week and a half left.
Yeah.
But obviously I'd already been out for so long, so I kind of reflect on it, and I was like I am only 18. I am doing
Yeah.
this. Like I'm so like fortunate and like grateful.
Rude.
And I remember that's where I was like,
Even when we were at the Atlantis that night,
Yeah.
to go to the Atlantis, and how he dropped us off in the bougie part.
Yeah.
Like, we had this SUV and he dropped us off in the bougie part, and he was like, damn girls, like, but being like nice about it. And like, and when we got photos and I was just looking at it like, oh my god, like I literally can't believe we're here.
Yeah, it was incredible. And that's when I was like, God, insane. We're actually like so fortunate. And I think that's when like my negative mindset began to change. And I was like, I want to be on this cloud nine like all the time. And that's why like when I'm in England, I'm just like, I need to a degree go back to that point. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I just feel better when we're away, like when we're travelling.
Definitely.
Like, that trip was honestly one of the highlights of my life. Like, I think
it will be the highlight of my life for a very long. It's going to take a lot to ever top that.
I remember getting off the plane in Miami and I got dropped off at the wrong hotel, so I had to get another Uber. And then I saw you before you saw me. Yeah. So I hadn't seen you for like 3 months.
And you was in LA before I left.
And I was in LA before you left. And then I just remember turning up my massive suitcase and my bag, and I was like, to need to turn around. I texted you, and then you ran over to me. It was so
proper like cringe.
It was proper cringe. It was like a movie moment. It literally was.
She was like, turn around.
It literally was a movie moment.
But we was really lucky. Like all of our hotels were like really nice and like.
Yeah, we've.
Actually, do you remember the receptionist in my own hotel? The man that looked like he was really like.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude. Like he was a like well presented looking man. But it reminded me of, you know, like those like A-list criminals that have spent like a lifetime in prison. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then just come out. Because like he just looks like he shouldn't be like nothing against receptionists at hotels.
No,
but he just looked like he shouldn't have been a receptionist at a hotel. And then our Washington hotel.
Oh, that was the Sunny Day Inn. Sunday Inn? I don't know what it's called.
Something like
the
that.
Days Inn or something like that.
So we knew.
It was very classic American.
Bearing in mind we'd just come from Bahamas, we was like, okay, like we know our Washington house is going to be a bit stepped down just because we'd booked it so late and it was all
and we knew that we weren't really going to be in it. We were like, so there's no point paying for a nicer one.
Yeah, I think we got there at 11 o'clock at night on the first night.
And we left ridiculously early the next morning. Like the other morning night.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that. That was trying to get to New York.
Oh my god, when we ran through the bus station.
I feel like if I was that now, I'd be like, yes, let's go.
No, because we have massive cases.
But you remember, so we both ran for a while, and then I left you at the bottom of that hill with the cases.
With all the cases, and you legged it up the hill, and you were like, can we come through? And he was like, no, you got to go all the way around. So me and Tanisha were lugging like 4 suitcases.
That was the Uber man.
2 free bags, all the way through the thing. That was so funny. Then we got on the bus, and we sat at the top, and then this woman was like, I booked this seat, please can you move?
Yeah, I know. To be fair, we was on it for a little while, like a couple of hours. No, it was only for like an hour, I think, and then she got us to move.
Then we thought we were on the wrong bus.
No, we was on the wrong bus.
Well, we actually was on the wrong bus, but we still got to New York.
Thankfully, we're still going to New York, but basically it was just the one that had more stops, so it took us longer.
That moment though, like getting into New York, it suddenly was like we were on a highway, and then suddenly we were in the busyness of New York. It was mad.
Yeah, because if you've been to New York from like the entrance, you have to go through that bridge, whatever you call it, it's a tunnel, and then as soon as you got to the end of the tunnel, you're like, oh. Okay, we're here.
Yeah, we were like, oh my god, we're in New York.
And then we drove past our hotel. We was like, that's our hotel.
Yeah, we were like, oh my god, how far down are we going to go? And we didn't go too far down. So I remember we walked to our hotel, and I was like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm in sliders.
Yeah, we got into the hotel. It was only like a 5-minute walk, to be fair. And then Anna was like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm in socks and slides. I was like, babe, we've just walked down 7th Avenue. Was it 5th Avenue or 7th Avenue?
It's 5th.
5th Avenue with 3 suitcases and 2 bags. And you're embarrassed about socks and slides. It was funny.
It was like New York Fashion Week, and I was just like in slide. I just looked awful. I was like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. And I was seeing so many people walk around. I was like, I can't believe I look like this right now. But we embraced it.
And then
Mean Girls was amazing.
Oh my god.
Darren Brown was amazing. All of it was amazing.
I remember like everything we did, and I'd be like, that was the best thing ever. Like, what was the one? Obviously, jet skiing was on the first one because that was in Miami.
Oh yeah, jet skiing in Miami.
I'd be like, that was the best thing we done. And then obviously going to Bahamas and doing, what did we do in Bahamas?
Atlantis and swimming to pigs.
Yeah, and being like, oh my god, that was the best thing ever. And then obviously we went to Washington and the Spy Museum. Like, people are going to think this is so like random. Like, how can you say jet skiing and swimming with pigs is just as good as the museum?
But it was. We come out that museum buzzing off our heads.
Yeah, this museum was incredible. Like, Anna's a museum person. I'm not so much. Like, I was saying, we had this conversation.
Because you know when you're looking at letters that I really wanted to read, and you're going, Anna, what font do you reckon this is?
So, I like spy museums and like interactive museums. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be rude, but I don't know what museum we went to yesterday. It's the most boring museum of my life.
I was literally in my element. I was like getting so into it. I was going to see, so this is what this is. And this
it was one of them where you just like walk around and look, and people are going to say, oh, what do you think a museum is? But there's some really interactive museums where you can
prefer the interactive ones.
Yeah, and we went to one yesterday, and just walking around looking at things, and everybody's really quiet, and I'm just not very good at being quiet.
Well, I think you're not very good at being quiet. The quiet bit was out of respect, but it was because I was reading this letter and she goes, what font do you think that is on Word? And I went to Nisha, I went, don't even talk to me, just talk to me on my outside this museum. I was like, I'm just going to read these letters, you go play on the one interactive thing, and then we'll regroup. Phone's down there. Oh, yes, 15 minutes
Hello?
early.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Best of 3.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah!
Oh, I'm scared.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No! Can you both go down?
No! What? Rock, paper, scissors, best of 3. Anna loses. Can we both go down? Come on. You're in the hotel. Nobody's gonna.
Please don't go down with me.
Nah.
Please.
Nah.
Yeah, I ordered a burger because you wanted a burger. I would have ate the Mars bar from the fridge.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yeah, I would have. I said to you.
You got the biggest meal.
Only because there was an onion salad on there.
Salad?
Yeah, only because there was onion on it.
Come on.
I said to you, Tanisha, there's Haribo's in the fridge, there's Mars bar, and there's
That's all
Pringles.
really unhealthy
We'll
stuff.
sit and snack on that. So what I've got is what I have got is healthy. I said to you, I'll sit and snack on that, and you went, and I really fancy that burger from last night. Come on, it's getting cold. Let's go.
Come on.
No, we're going.
Here's our food that we both went down to get. Got my pasta. Look at my onion salad. Honestly, I'm so happy right now. Look at these onions. Oh yeah. He's just got a burger. Well happy.